apparently the FA Cup is much sooner than I remembered. We've only made it as far as mid-September. The league has been, fair to say, up and down, and maybe those aspirations of running away with the title were a bit of a pipe dream. Welcome to the Path to Glory with Bath City on FM26. It is the Tacticali YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, like the video, and let's dive into Football Manager. And as you can see on the league table, 9 games in, we are only sitting 14th. We're already 10 points off Torquay, who sit top of the table. And we're only 4 points away from those playoff places, which really should be the bare minimum after we got to the final last season. Maybe all those changes we made in the summer weren't hugely necessary. But if we look at the squad, after that poor start to the season, I saw it coming, changed things up, and we're getting used to this new tactic, which sees us play 4 in the middle. That's where our best players were, so that's what we're going with. Slightly direct, custom. This is the first time I've made tactics from scratch. It's a custom new tactic that I've done. The diamond narrow in possession, and then this out of possession just sees Anderson come back, and those two can push wide if needed. We've been playing Stevenson and Babalola. I always have to think about saying that name up front. The idea is that they can play it direct to him. Babalola kind of heads it down, and then you've got multiple different avenues to play it off. You've got the wing backs of Greenwood and Davies. Greenwood has been, on here, not our worst player, but I can't remember him having a good game. Page has been fairly mid. Babalola really the best of the bunch at the moment, although Parcell running him close. We have been getting some good matches out of Keatley as well. Got his first assist as well, and one man of the match there. So he is one to keep an eye out, our breakthrough prospect. But I said I'd be back for the FA Cup. We're going to do that match against Brentwood. They are the division below us at least, I think. So hopefully a positive result there. And depending on who we get in the next round, we'll either show that one or just one of your regularly scheduled league games. But let's go to the match, proceed to team selection, and go into another match day experience in Football Manager 26. Having fun with this game now. I know it's been, I mean, I've always had fun with it. I've never really had an issue, but I know a lot of people have been fairly critical of the game as we get underway. I've enjoyed it. You get your occasional glitches, that's normal, but I think we've been all right. If we'd have conceded then, I might have changed my thought process on the game. As it is, it's cleared away, and Brentwood can come back at us, which already is not a great sign as Greenwood gets in the way. I've criticised him at the start of this episode. It was all right then. The highlight's still going on. Babalola's through. Will he score? He chips the goalkeeper. We're ahead in the FA Cup. We got knocked out at this round last year. We could do with a little bit of a run this year, and Babalola's doing what he can after Tabor missed the ball there. But Babalola putting us ahead, chipping the goalkeeper, smart finish. He gets his goal. We are ahead inside a minute there, but there's a highlight straight from kickoff, which I'm never the biggest fan of. So and given the early, I'm predicting they score here. No, it's gone out for a goal kick. That's what we like. We like to see that. It's gone out for a goal kick. The highlight's still going. We've not been in something that's not a highlight at the minute, and this is not ideal. Oh, it's headed on. Stevenson's through. Will it be 2? Oh, it nearly is. 2. Will the highlight end now? The highlight's ended. We're finished. We're done. Upson's got a free kick, I think. That was a weird kind of positioning of the free kick. Anyway, Babalola plays it through to Stevenson. He's surely got to score. No, he's had 2 chances like that now. 2 chances like that inside 5 minutes. You've got to be putting them away, Stevenson. We have got Akinwele, who is on the bench, ready to get involved. So if I see enough of those chances go begging, I won't be afraid to make the move. But it's the first time, I think, ever playing Football Manager, I've decided to make my own custom tactic. I'm just thinking with the players that we've got and the players that we like to use, this is probably the best way around it. the wide players. I saw it. It was successful for a lot of people at the start of the year. I've never had that sort of luck with it. And maybe I'm being picky because we're predicted to finish ninth, and you always want to outperform that. And if you're expected to finish ninth, you always see people finishing above ninth and all of that sort of stuff. But I kind of just wanted to. I kind of expect the title this year, and it's not panned out that way. So I thought let's make some drastic changes. Is that a penalty? That is a penalty, and Jenkins Davis, you would imagine, will take this. Our penalty taker. He scored one in a recent game, I think last time out in the league. It's saved. I hesitated in my mind to put Stevenson or Babalola on it, and perhaps I should have done. Chance to redeem himself from a corner. It's whipped in, claimed by the goalkeeper. Guess that was a good catch from him. I'll stop with the jokes. Probably best. Headed away from Upson and Stevenson. Plays it to Anderson with the number 7 on his back. Plays it back through to Stevenson, who's there for Babalola to get his second. Stevenson makes up for 2 missed chances earlier on by getting an assist for us. Babalola at the double. Stevenson with an assist. We are 2-0 up against Brentwood FC. And it looks like we could be going through, although you don't want to catch your chickens before they have hatched, especially not knowing our luck in Football Manager at the moment. But a nice FA Cup run could do us the world of good. We've already got quite a bit of money from last season. We ran at it's a very well-run football club. We didn't run at a loss last year, so we managed to save quite a bit. We've been quite responsible. Right, I'm going to stop talking about going through in the FA Cup. We've been pegged back here. That's not ideal. Could we? Yes. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. As I was saying, we could do with a cup run to just boost it and maybe make a few more sign-ins at some point later on in the season. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's not. Greenwood, why would you head it? Why would you head it? You've got plenty of time there and you've given the ball away. If this goes in, Stevenson will get dropped. Was it Steven? No, it was Greenwood, wasn't it? But Greenwood will get dropped. Stevenson runs down the line. What's he got in it? He's done nothing. It's come out to Musa. They've had about 5 shots on target and none of them can go in the goal. Jenkins Davis is having a stinker on a 6. Upson, what can he do? Plays it long to Babalola and the highlight ends. Can we get to half-time, please? I need to shout at these boys. Can we get to half-time, please? I need to be shouty. We need to get very... Oh, we've not made it to half-time. Is this one of those half-time highlights that we've been getting a lot recently? I hope it should have got a goal. It won't be, because they got the ball, and we've still got 30 seconds left of the half. They've got the ball. Thomas has got it on the left-hand side. Oh no. Why can no one just put in a tackle? They should have a goal there. No one's got a tackle in there at all. We're going to change those tactics. Let's go into the half-time thing. Can we address the team? We'll go with that. Let's go into tactics. Out of possession, team instructions. Out of possession. I already clicked that. Can we get stuck in, please? Just make a tackle. It's not good enough not making tackles. Let's see if that can change anything. We operate, where is it? Page there as a half-back, because I figured if we've got 2 wing-backs up, don't want to be caught out. But he doesn't seem to be doing a lot as a half-back. Stevenson has been very impressive. If only he could finish the ball. He can't, and it's they can build again at the start of the second half. They scored 5 minutes before half-time, roughly. It wasn't. Can they do it again? No. Shambolic has it. He's been a bit 50-50 since he came into the club. He's not conceded as much as the previous guy did in that one game, but he's not had a star performance. Stevenson with 1 assist on a 9 is mental, by the way. He's had a great game. He just can't finish his dinner at all. Page has it. What does he do? Plays it to Davis, who's been our captain this season, I think, really. Just on account of him probably having the best leadership attributes. Jenkins Davis has it. Plays it to Babalola. Sonny Davis, can he do anything? No. Babalola or Stevenson should have been there. Come on. Yeah, I know Jenkins Davis isn't playing particularly well. Once we get to the 60-minute mark, he is coming off, and Keatley will come on. Is the change that I've got in my head already? Babalola through. It's a great save from Guess. The linesman's flag was up. I think that was a bit. He didn't look offside. That might have just been the perspective. Let's make some changes then, because I'm not happy with Jenkins Davis's performance at all. So let's go to combined. Let's get rid of Jenkins Davis. Bring on Keatley. And yeah, we'll keep him there, I think, is probably the best way to go about it. Thing is, Stevenson and Babalola are having great games on the match rating, but he's not finished anything. So I'm very tempted to make that change, but I'm not going to for now. Yeah, I just think if you narrow in your attack, it might work, and we can find a way through them middle, especially with a lot of teams trying to focus around the outside. If we can just find that sweet spot through the middle, we could do some damage to them. We're playing it wide, through to Keatley. He can square it to Babalola, who gives us our 2-goal advantage again. He's got a hat-trick. Keatley's got another assist. That's what we like to see. That's brilliant. You see how we're all narrow, and all it takes is one ball into the middle of the pitch. Keatley squares it off to Babalola, who can't miss from there. Although if that was Stevenson, it might have gone a bit wide. But that is what we like to see. Love to see it. Greenwood is having an absolute shocker of a game. Wachope is coming on. Can we give one of our defenders a rest as well? Let's give Upson a bit of a rest. Bring on Gibbs, who has barely played for us, despite being, as you saw there, 3.5 star of current ability. He has barely played for us this year, because I don't want to mix. You don't mess with your back four, do you? You keep your back four and you keep it the same, especially at this level. It is 3-1 in the 75th minute. They've got a chance here, though, coming forward with Reed. Plays it back to Cripps and Wachupe. Musa has it. What can Musa do? Stevenson. Babalola, what does he do? Babalola plays it to Stevenson. Can Stevenson get a goal? No, he plays off to Babalola, who's got his 4th. He's got his 4th. Babalola is having a great game. Temi, what a day he's having. He's up to 4 goals. Who got the assist there? Stevenson gets another assist. That's 2 assists for Stevenson. 4 goals for Babalola. I think we found our striking partnership. They're both on 10s out of 10s. Shombe claims it in the air. I think we're gonna. There was a bit of nerves, weren't there? I'll be honest, bit nervous when it went to 2-1, because we've all seen that Football Manager script. But I think we can safely say that the FA Cup 3rd qualifying round. This is the 2nd qualifying round. The round we enter is the 2nd qualifying round. I think it's safe to say we will be heading towards the 3rd qualifying round, and potentially getting one of the big boys in the 1st round proper if we can get through to that. That would do our bank balance nicely, and hopefully mean we can get some decent players. I don't really know what's going on there. We're kind of sitting at the back. I literally set the instructions to get stuck in. Apparently not. 82nd minute. We are just going to see this game out now. Not even going to make any more tactical tweaks or anything like that. Anderson, I will say, is on thin ice. He has not had a game above a 6.3 for quite some time. He's had a few stinkers in a row, really. And it's getting to the point where I'm a bit worried about that. Shombe sees that one go behind nicely. It's a goal kick. Hopefully not much added time. 4 minutes. We're getting to the end. Let's just see this game out. Hopefully no more highlights. And that is us through to the next round of the FA Cup. Very nicely. There we go. Eventually. Started that outro to the game a bit too early. That is us through to the next round of the FA Cup. Babalola winning man of the match with 4 goals. You can't really give it to anyone else. That was really good. Beautiful stuff. We'll love to see it. We are through to the next round of the FA Cup. And let's send our assistants. We get an extra £3,500. When do we next play? We are next playing in a week, so we don't need to rest the players. And let's fast forward to see who we've got in Monday's draw. It is we get Canvey Island, so not a bad draw for us. We'll see you for that match. When is that? 26th of September. We'll see you in about 2 weeks' time. We're back for the second part of the episode, and you'll see back-to-back wins, back-to-back 2-1 wins in the National League South has seen us jump up the table to 11th, 1 point behind Chippenham in 7th, and in those playoff places. Still that 10-point gap, though, to Torquay. So maybe it is going to have to be the playoffs for us already this season. We're not even out of September. But since you've been there, we've had, and I'll go through this, we've sent a bid to this guy, Connor McLeod? We'll call him Connor. We're signing Connor, who is already 3 stars of ability, potential 4 stars, up to 5-star potential ability, potentially even League One standard. Quite like the idea of signing him. He will slot perfectly in at centre attacking mid and only asking for about £200 a week, which for this level is great. Also, Dorking have offered us the job. Mark White has been sacked. We've declined that. We are staying at Bath City to the end. Let's get into the match against Canvey Island in the FA Cup. We won the previous match in this competition 4-1. I'm hoping for something a little bit similar in this match. The teams are warming up. We're ready to get going. This new tactic, the players are getting used to it, seems to be giving us a few results for now. Again, whenever I say anything in this series, the opposite happens. So let's find out. But we are at home against Canvey Island. Hopefully puts us through to the next round. It's quite a kind draw, actually. I was thinking about just waiting until we got to the FA Cup match after this, because obviously it's not hugely interesting at this point, isn't it? To kind of just wait and see if we're actually going to go on a cup run. We're still at the start of said cup run, but then if the cup run does happen, then at least you'll have been here for all of it. Shambolic has it, clears it away. I should have mentioned, sorry, the striker, Babalola, there you go, I remembered it. Babalola has picked up a slight injury, hence why Akinwele is playing. If you hadn't picked up on that, he has picked up a slight knock, only for about 3 weeks, so he should be back in time for next episode. Didn't want to risk him for this match, hence why Akinwele is playing. Upson picks it up. He's, despite us apparently conceding plenty of goals, his average, his current ability is skyrocketing at the minute. That is too long for Akinwele, but Davis will pick it up and plays it back to Upson, who plays it long to Akinwele, who was... What a goal that is. Talk about Route 1 football. That's the sort of finish we like. Played long from the centre-back. Elijah Upson gets, I think, what must be one of his first assists for the club. And it's chipped away by Akinwele over... I don't know where the goalkeeper's going there. Where is he going? He's just given up, bless him. But we're 1-0 up. That's the main thing. We're 1-0 up. 20 minutes gone. I forget we're only allowed to make 3 subs in this at this point. Are we still allowed all the... I don't even know what substitutes we've got on the bench. We're getting fancy here, Jenkins Davis. Keep it simple. We're only 1-0 up. What's that? A penalty? Was that a push? Akinwele having his shirt pulled. Jenkins Davis has already missed 1 penalty this season recently. He scored another one, but just before... He's Panenka'd it. I wondered what... He's Panenka'd it. I mean, he scored, so he can't be mad, but he has just Panenka'd. Who's doing Panenkas in the FA Cup third round qualifying? Like, who is doing that? Okay. We'll bypass that, and we'll acknowledge that it happened. We won't be proud of it. And we'll move on, I think is a fair way to go about it. We are 2-0 up, though, against Canvey Island. That is the good thing for now. Let's see if we can keep that going, because yeah, it'd be nice to have an FA Cup run. We completely missed out on it last year. I've been seeing people get to, with their starter clubs all the way to like the first, second, third round, and I'm just here like dying for at least one win in the FA Cup. We've got one. Will it be like London buses and two come along in the same episode? I remember in the first season we did an episode. I planned to do 2 episodes because I thought it was a game that we'd easily win. And we didn't. Akinwale plays it into the middle of Stevenson. Anderson plays it out wide to Greenwood. Greenwood's into the area. Plays it to Jenkins Davis, who can't get on it. It's chipped back in by Greenwood, safely into the hands of the goalkeeper, who's actually where he's meant to be this time, which makes a difference for him. And that is the end of the highlight. And the end of the first half. There we go. We are 2-0 up against Canvey Island, although the last time we went 2-0 up in a match like this, we failed. Our players aren't playing particularly well, but we'll keep it as it is. Only Greenwood and Akinwale actually having decent games, really. Parcell on a 7 as well, not doing too shabby. So I don't think we're lucky to be ahead, but we're not dominating the game like we should do. Although, again, I think these are only one division below us, so there's not actually that much of a gap. And you like to think that when they are the division below you, you walk it. But as we saw last year, that's not the case. But it's played through to Jenkins Davis, who slots it under the goalkeeper. Stevenson gets an assist. Will Jenkins Davis has taken a step up this year. He seems to be scoring quite a few more goals this year, and we'll take it. We're 3-0 up. There is a highlight straight from kickoff, though, and they have the ball on the right-hand side. Could it be 3-1 before we know it? It's headed away from Upson. Jenkins Davis plays it long to Akinwale, who's going to get on the end of this and holds the play up. It's out for a throw-in. Is something going to come of this throw-in? Apparently so. Sonny Davis has it, plays it to Musa, who whips it in. Greenwood heads it back into the play, and it's away. Musa has it again. Anderson back to Musa. Those three having decent games, and it's given away. What's happening here? Youngs has it, plays it back to, I'm not even going to pronounce that name, and he is one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Shambolic saves it, though. He's becoming a bit more reliable, although I would like to see him keep a clean sheet and not concede one. He makes a habit of conceding 1 goal a game at this point, which means that we have to score 2 in order to win, which is not ideal. Especially when you can't always rely on your strikers to score 2 goals. So I'd like to see him get a clean sheet in this match. I don't know if that's going to be too much to ask for. Probably, knowing me. It just makes is Football Manager listening to me? Are they going to understand that I would like a clean sheet and actually give me something? We're getting near Christmas. You can be kind to me. What's happening here? Youngs has it, and there goes the clean sheet. you just like, do you know what I mean? Now I can see why managers get annoyed when they don't keep a clean sheet. Like, what are you doing, Greenwood? Like, what is that? He's coming off for that, Greenwood. That was, I mean, it's not reflected in his match rating, but he's had an absolute nightmare there. Keeley's coming on for Anderson. I know he's had a good game, but I just always make that change at this point. Keeley's coming on because I like to give him minutes, and he is probably the shining hope of this team. We nearly went 3-2 then. We've got to be careful here because, at 3-0 you think the game's won. But now it's 3-1 and maybe not. Musa has it, plays it to Stevenson and Akinwale, who do the 1-2. Akinwale has it, gives us our 3-goal lead back. That is surely the game set and done. Not too bad. Not too bad. That little bit of a worry we had has now gone. We can be happy now. Potentially. It's been a fairly even match. We've just had the better chances and taken them, which I suppose is half the battle in football. Akinwale has 2. Jenkins Davis has the other 2. 2 assists for Stevenson and an assist for Elijah Upson. We're into the 70th minute. We've only got 1 sub left. And I quite like to bring on Bakong, who... he's going to be a good player. Is Bakong? I want to bring on. Right. Well, I've not. Let's undo everything, shall we? I want to bring Bakong for Musa, but then I want Bakong to play as a central attacking mid, and I'll bring Jenkins Davis back into attacking playmaker role in that central mid position. There we go. They're the changes that I want to make. Bakong, he was in the under-18s. I realise you've probably not been formally introduced to him. He was playing in the under-18s, and I realise he's got exactly the same rating as Keatley, so it was probably a bit unfair to keep him in the under-18s when a similar player is also in the first team. So we're kind of just giving them both minutes when we can, and seeing how they grow. Which is the important thing at this level, giving them match minutes and getting them up to speed. But it's been another comfortable win, other than that 2 minutes where we only had a 2-goal advantage. It's been another comfortable win for the boys. Once these 6 added minutes are up, we are through to the next round of the FA Cup. Absolutely smashing stuff. That's about as good as win as you're likely to see. Yeah, not a bad day. Not a bad day. Back-to-back wins. We'll take that. Oh, yes. Let's see. I did add... I've been badgering the board to give me a few more bits and bobs. We can't praise any of them. They have rejected to the increase youth level. Let's discuss that with the board. Players of greater quality. Right. They can't afford it. You literally can. But okay, we can't afford to do so. I don't see how you can't afford to do so. Let's have a look at the finances. You've got quite a bit in the balance. Like you're not doing too bad, but okay. An extra 5.6k, that won't do much for us. It's really the next couple of games that we need. Who will we face though in the 4th round? This is when the National League teams come in. Hopefully we avoid one. Turner is developing concerns where you shouldn't have let in 4 goals on the opening game of the season, should you? Turner, you silly boy. Discuss issues with Turner. What's up with them? Important. You're an influential... Sure, we'll play you in a few cup games or something. And if you lose your mind, you can leave. I don't care. Who do we get? We get Dover in the FA Cup. Let's have a look. Whereabouts are they? Hopefully he'll be back. Connor McLeod, he's leaving. Hopefully he'll be back. Where are Dover? Dover. What division are you in? Are you in our league? Dover. You are in our league. You're below us in the table. We'll take that. Hopefully that is... I think that is a decent draw. When is that match? That match is in 2 weeks' time. We'll be back for that one. And then potentially the first round proper, or just another game. We don't play any of the front runners for a bit of time, I don't think. We'll be back for the next round of the FA Cup, and hopefully 2 rounds of the FA Cup. We'll see. But thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe to the Tacticali YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.